We got such a great life here. I like just the freedom. I can do what I want. I can be as busy here as I want. And I've been real busy here.
I've jumped in with both feet to be active in this community. And it's just a wonderful community to meet people and to be busy in.
It's one of the places where you can be creative and you don't have to even decide that you're good at it or not, but you can still work with your hands.
People are here because it's a good place to live, having to do with relationships, having to do with all the things we need as human beings, but having to do with opportunities for education, for new experiences, for travel, etc.
We're all in a common place and we're all feeling very peaceful.
Thank you.
That is the culture here. One of the ways that we really foster that, you can call it engagement, you can call it independence, but we really encourage our residents to be involved. And involvement can mean many different things. As we tell people, you can be as involved as much or as little as you want. We provide opportunities for that involvement.
So I think some people think, well, when you move in a place like that, it's just like, oh gosh, you almost had it. You know, you're ready to die or something. And that's not true at all. I mean, you really kind of can come to life here.
So when people move to Eliseo, we hear people talk a lot about the third act. And in a lot of people's mind, the third act is that final act. We don't view it that way at Eliseo. We view the third act as really that next level for people to now take all of the life experiences they've had up to this point and bring them to Eliseo. And we have many opportunities here at Eliseo for people to bring those life experiences to our campus here and to their homes, because this is their home.
We could see the benefits of this type of living situation as we got older. And we decided that we wanted to do this when we were healthy, when we were together, when we were active, and so we could make all of these decisions together ourselves, have the energy and the health to be here and really enjoy things. We didn't want to be in a situation where we were having to make decisions at the last minute or relying on our kids to do all of this for us.
One of the great things about Eliseo is we are what's called the Life Plan Community, formerly known as a continuing care retirement community.
The aspect of having continuation of care here is really appealing.
It's a stages of life place, and we all knew that when we moved in. You need more care. There's more people to check in on you. And so we all know that. I mean, that's a peace of mind. It's like, when I need it, it's there.
Regardless of what walk of life a resident comes from, we're here and we could certainly serve them and meet their needs.
I got involved in the wood shop right away, just on my own. I wanted to go in the wood shop. I never had the tools at home to do it, so, of course I didn't do it. Yeah, my cutting boards, I am proud of that. I had a whole list of people wanting cutting boards. This is gonna be for the silent auction or whatever they're doing up there. Yeah, I could have made a job out of that. In fact, I did have a job doing that. Just do what you want to do, Well, the butterfly garden, I got that started and did it. And now another lady that moved into the villas, she's taken it over and stuff. And it took about 2 years before butterflies even really came.
So when somebody moves into Eliseo, one of the great things that I think we provide here very, very well is the opportunity for people to explore their inner creativity.
Most of us have had gardens, like we've had a large garden in our background. And so you come here and you get kind of itchy, you want to do something.
Getting your hands in the soil and just working with the soil and deciding the colors that you're going to use, of the flowers that you like and what you want to grow, whether it wants to be something that you eat or you just enjoy looking at. Why, things like that just percolate up here and float out through your hands, that's what's important.
The gardens reflect our residents here in a lot of ways. When you hear people talk about their gardens, at least for me, what I see is that sense of peace. And we have the opportunity here to share with our residents. We have a number of garden plots on the campus, and they were very intentional when they were built in that, again, like I said earlier about serving people of different means, this also serves people that have different physical abilities. It also is that sense of community.
And I can't tell you how much pleasure that little 4x8 garden gives me, and pleasure to be with people in the garden, because there's always people over there.
I love to see things grow, and what a treat to help people grow a little bit. It's just been fun working with people, getting acquainted.
You know, as they went through life, there were probably so many demands, you know, whether it was children, whether it was career. Now, when you move to Eliseo, so much responsibility has been lifted off your shoulders, right? And a lot of times, things that you maybe thought about, dreamed about, now you have the ability to try that, and you're not judged for it. If it doesn't work, so what? And it's like, well, wow, what else is inside my inner creativity, my inner child that I really want to look at? And we give people that opportunity to do that.
Oh, they have the Chihuly Arts Center. And in the Chihuly Arts Center, there's 4 adequately lovely rooms. I went to Wittenberg University for 4 years and got a fine arts degree. I created some new campus maps for them so that people could find their way around.
So it's, again, it gives you that opportunity to be who you are and to see who your neighbors are and have conversations over that. You know, why self-governance is so important. It's still your life, and it's your home, and basically the residents here, they want to have a say in what their lifestyle is here.
Okay, do we have any new residents here today or visitors? We can talk about an issue, and maybe it's something we would like Kevin to consider. And you know, people out there tell me, hey, great, you know, you're getting some things done, and they're happy about it.
And we're really happy to be here.
I have been a part of, you know, attending their meetings, listening to their requests, listening to their concerns, and responding to them. And it's just, it's so vital that, again, they have that say. And you think about any of your life experiences, was there ever a time that you didn't want to have a say in decisions that affected you?
Oh, our glass container never gets emptied. I'd like to know when those glass containers get
Well,
emptied.
I'm president of the Independent Living Apartment Association. This has been a new experience for me. The nominating group of 3 came and asked. I think that I have an open personality. After years of being a clergy spouse, it's easy to talk to people.
These councils will share with us what their concerns are. But they have their own bylaws or guidelines that they use. It's very meaningful to these people. The residents here, they're very comfortable in bringing concerns forward. And we encourage that because for us to provide a life-enhancing experience here at Eliseo and to keep them engaged, we need to understand what motivates them. What are they feeling when they live here? Are there concerns? And so we offer a number of different venues for the residents to share those concerns.
I just wanted to say thank you for everybody coming out to the town hall last week. I think it was a very successful town hall meeting.
The town hall meeting is everybody comes together in the new multi-purpose room. Communication is so important, and if you don't have good communication, it can ruin a resident's experience really quickly.
They love the exchange of information, and they love knowing what's going on. whether it's construction that's coming up, whether it's new programming, whether it's food. Food is huge. You want to have that say. And having 5 different councils on this campus, that is unheard of.
I keep busy because I want to do a good job as the president of the council, so.
Unless we know what the residents want, how are we going to serve them? How will we provide that enhancing life experience for them when they move to Eliseo or they move somewhere else?
I feel like the administration here welcomes ideas, welcomes people to have input, and I've never felt like the answer was no or been discouraged. So I think creativity is encouraged. There's lots of volunteer activities here, and there's lots of opportunities to be social, way more social, I think, than we were when we were in our own home. But one of the things I was happy to become a part of was Helping Hands, and was asked to take the president role of Helping Hands, which I did a year ago when we first moved here. And so that's just been a lot of fun and feels like it's a really worthwhile thing to do.
Helping Hands is a formally structured program run all by residents. They have officers, they have a board, and they work directly with our foundation director. And so we will bring requests to them for items that are not included in our operating budget.
People that knew me asked me if I would be willing to volunteer in this way, and I said yes. So I did jump into it. What we do is help people who are moving out or help families who have to clear out a residence, and we take household donations and furniture, and we turn around and sell these things. We sell them for such great low prices. And our best customers are actually staff. And we use this money to help do nice things for the community. We've bought simple things like carts to help people move their groceries to their homes.
Another cool thing that they support is they really believe in our staff, and they provide money for our scholarship fund through our foundation.
There's just a lot of joy. It's giving to our staff, it's giving to our residents.
We put in a request for $300 for us to be able to buy worms. These are a weight, guys, and I'm gonna put them in about 6 inches. 6 inches deep, and then if they like the soil, they will stay. If they don't, they're gonna go down. And what worms do is they get all warm by hanging around with each other, in a ball like we have here.
This year we're going to help purchase furniture for that beautiful new patio space that's out there by the new apartment building. It's a process with a lot of input. It's not just a few people.
They care about this campus, and they care about the life experience our residents have, and this is their way of giving and giving back.
There's not a feeling that you can't do things here. There's a feeling that you can do things here.
Somebody sitting here?
No,
I'll
you
sit
can
over
sit
here.
either place, but that's...
I'll sit right here.
So these are bandages. What we're doing today are stretchy ones. We get stretchy sheets too. They're fitted. So lately I've been taking them over to assisted living so that they can help us. So they do most of the tearing and they do some rolling, but usually they end up like this. We roll them loose so that we don't take all the stretch out, and I put them in bags like this that say stretch on them. They go to Minnesota, to Global Health. They send them to third world countries. I wound up volunteering because when we first moved in, my husband said, I want to do that. And I thought he would be just bored to death. And I told him so. But he kept saying he wanted to come over here and roll bandages. And so we did, and he rolled bandages until he was unable to do it anymore. And he's in memory care now, so. It's just nice to get together and do something and talk while you're doing it. you know someone's going to get some benefit from.
Keeps me out of trouble.
For me, we knew when we moved in that my husband would need care, that I wouldn't be able to do it forever. And so for me, it's just the fact that there are so many here that have gone through it or are going through the same things I am. I have some people that understand what's going on, and it's just, you know, we can get together and cry on each other's shoulders and let it all out.
One of the qualities of Eliseo, I think, has to do with that sense of community that the people here really try to emphasize. Developing a strong sense of a caring community is important. I think this place has the ability, and does indeed, have all the levels of care that we need as human beings. All the levels are here.
You are going to go through the progressions just like everybody else does. And it's nice to know where you're going to be in those progressions. And that gives you a certain peace of mind. I know where I'm going to be.
When are you ready? For everybody, that means something different. But for us, readiness meant we were healthy, we were strong, we could do this for ourselves, we could do it together, and we weren't being pushed or rushed in any way to come here.
Now that I'm here, I realize you really need to get out of your house while you're relatively good health, because you can do some of the things you maybe wanted to do, but your house is keeping you back. You can be involved as you want, and you can have the freedom to go do what you want. You don't have to worry about your home anymore.
This is in the community we've lived in all of our married life, and so it didn't seem like a huge transition to move here. We kept all of our friends, all of our activities, kept our church, stayed busy with our regular life, and came here. And oh my goodness, we found that life here is very busy, more busy than we ever expected. We came at a time when we could really enjoy being here and have good years with people here. And it hasn't slowed us down to be here at all.
I mean, it opens up a whole different side of things that you maybe never thought about.
I think that we felt comfortable here from the very beginning. And as I always say, what's not to like?
This is a growth community. So I like it here.
This is kind of what happens to us when we live here for a while. We kind of open up and we blossom.